Happy 2021 to you. Well, I love this time of year. I'm glad 2020 is behind us. I'm looking forward to a new year here. And I love this time of year. Why? End of year is a really bad time if you are a business person or an entrepreneur, unless you're into retail and you're selling stuff. But if you're into creating stuff, it can be a really painful time of year. January, February, March of a year is awesome. Why is it awesome? Well, people who need to sign contracts, if you're doing larger things, even smaller things, people are available to get business done now. Starting in, around Thanksgiving, even sometimes as early as Halloween to the New Year's Day, people are just not into the mood of getting business done. I've been doing this for years. So yeah, this is a great time of year. I love the first day of the year because it is a clean, empty area to do business until early April, and then after April until summertime vacations. So yeah, you get a lot of stuff done at this time of year, and this is a good time of year for you to start a business. So what you should do today, this is going to be business talk today. If you haven't, go get yourself a PayPal account or a Square account or an Amazon Pay account or a standard account. You don't need a merchant number or merchant card anymore. Get yourself an account. If you have a LLC or a small business that you already have, tie it to that account. It makes it easier. Get the process up and running so you can accept payments. I know many of you who are watching this probably already accept payments, but many of you don't. So get a process set up so you can set payments. Payments are easier nowadays. They're so much more automated than they were even just a few years ago. Things you don't have to search. You get notified when people pay you. If you have a little background process, you can get that updated into your database and your license key or your payment gateway or whatever. Or you can just check once a day. Or you can check when check your emails. Get notified when you get payment. What's really cool is PayPal is cheap, at least regards to the experiments or the experience I've had with regards to being paid. They don't take a lot off the top. Google takes a lot off the top. Apple takes a lot off the top. PayPal doesn't take a lot off the top. It's even less than the credit cards from what I can tell, but maybe I haven't seen it all. So set up a way to get paid today. That's your first thing on your agenda today. Find one or two payment processors that you like and do it. Square, PayPal, Venmo, whatever. I think those are all in the same family, but do it today. That's your first New Year's resolution. Then after that, think about something to do. This is going to be a digital age. California is in a perpetual lockdown. So if you're in Southern California, doing anything that requires you to leave your house is potentially troublesome, and setting up a brick and mortar just isn't going to happen. I talked before about the possibility of doing online video classes. I do jiu-jitsu style martial arts. It's Aikido. It requires hands-on. It requires the feeling involved. I can't teach that online. It really is something that is a tactile art. But again, Taekwondo, yoga, jiu-jitsu, or not jiu-jitsu, Tai Chi. Lots of these non-contact activities that can be taught, not as well as in person, but they can be taught online. Do that. Got a friend of mine, maybe she's watching. She is doing a keto business, and she is a perfect example of how successful this keto business is. She should set up some more videos. She's growing. This business will be very good. It's an at-home business. She is the first customer. She's customer number one. She's done a great job with it. I am sure, properly done, that she will make a good living at it. She's already been successful because she's customer number one, and it's done very well for her. That's a good business online. You have to do digital businesses nowadays. For software, maybe you want to be a beta tester for hire. Maybe you want to be someone who sits down and analyzes websites for hire. Those are possibilities. You don't need to have a big company behind you. You don't need to have to worry about lots of this stuff. you can do it again with a little bit of intelligence. There were some times I did some freelance work and the customers were small, and I would get a payment every day. Before I released the code to them, I would get a payment in PayPal. Yeah, they were a small customer. It was a chunk for them, but that way I didn't have to go chasing money from them every day, and it worked out well. It's a nice model, and it happens immediately, and when you're paid. You don't have to run massive amounts of lines of credit to these people, which is a pain in the butt, because once you start to do that, you end up in the boat that I'm at, where you're chasing your money for years. Years. I have chased money for years. It's not a lot of fun. But that's the nature of some of the larger customers. Well, anyway, back to what I'm saying. First thing, one for the new year, if you haven't already done it, find a way to get paid. Find PayPal, Square, whatever those things are. Number two, sit down this weekend and think of something. Think of something you can do. You don't have to revolutionize the world. You just have to have a small enough niche of the world where people like you, like who you are, like what you do, like to connect with you, and like the services you provide or the product you provide, and they will buy it from you. This is Entrepreneurship 101. You don't have to hit a grand slam home run. The odds of making hundreds of millions of dollars are small. The odds of making six figures are pretty good. The odds of making five figures are almost guaranteed. So if you do it, and it's you, and it's something that you enjoy, and you can connect, and you can use YouTube like I do, or Facebook works well, Twitter works well, and you don't violate terms of service, you probably can build a social network and make a living at this. Anyway, that's your resolution number 2 this year, is you got to find something this week, at least one idea, maybe 2. Sit down and do it. Just sit down and figure out if it can be done. Failure always happens, so don't worry about failure, and just do it. Anyway, my thoughts for today: I'm going to run off and get some weightlifting in and finish up some stuff and get back to my tons and tons and tons of correspondence that I have because of this channel. And I've got lots of people I've got to talk with who were messaging me all through yesterday and the day before. So anyway, you take care. Talk to you later. Have a good one, and get those 2 items done today. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. I'll be talking both about business and entrepreneurship and my one shopping bot business. I won't talk about it anymore on this one, but subscribe to the channel and let's talk about these things. Happy New Year to you. Happy 2021. Let's get this started right now, today. Bye-bye.